Starting the stream. Stream has started. Say something real quick.
Something real quick.
Alright, it is picking you up. We are good. And I guess we're getting started. And I hope to God nobody watches this one.
Oh, man.
Oh, look, it got the most views because Gary's an idiot. I'm trying to think of how to introduce myself. Anyway. Greetings, guys, gals, and girlies, and welcome to episode 230 of the Gamesmen. The Gamesmen here to play roles. I'm playing a role, your host. I'm literally playing the role of a fucking dragon. I'm Puff the Magic Dragon, Amorous 89. Puff the Magic Amorous? I don't know. Anyway, with me, I got this week again. No, not again, because he wasn't here last week. Dan, Mr. Fancy Jacket Man, Dan, this week.
Yeah, well, one of us has to look respectable at some point.
You don't like my dragon with pink hair and wings?
Just... Okay, if you're trying to get a job as a children's entertainer, then maybe, but...
Hey, that guy, that magician guy, Piff the Magic Dragon, hey, he's a cool dude. Yeah. But I did it because Stacy wanted to get a unicorn one, and she's wearing her unicorn one. So I got a dragon. Okay, I could have got a chimpanzee, or no, sorry, a baboon, and it had fucking butt cheeks. I could have done that one, but I didn't, because I didn't want to look that dumb. Yeah. So I'm a dragon. What? It's mythical. Dragon, unicorn, we kind of go together, okay? Let's not...
Yeah. Podcasting chimp's fucking mythical as well.
Yes, I'm the first podcasting... Well, I don't know if I'm the first podcasting dragon, but... I don't breathe fire. I just drink. Probably because I'm wearing this thing. But, yeah, Stacey and I are going to have a fun night. We're going to put on face masks. And yeah, I'm going full on today. But yeah,
what kind of face mask are you pairing that costume with?
A charcoal face mask to make me look more pretty and make my dragon skin pretty. Leave me alone.
Oh, right. So like that kind of face mask, not like a mask, which I guess you just have to say mask for a mask, don't you? Because you tend to put masks on your face, whereas, yeah, face mask, beauty product. Man.
I don't know. I guess you could say ass mask. I don't know.
So you're like, you're gonna get the cucumber slices on your eyes and have a mani-pedi at the same time?
I don't know, but she's applying it with this like spatula thing. So, look, I'm a lonely man that needs like friendship, and Stacy's like my best friend. Girlfriend, I should say, best girlfriend.
We could be playing Battlefield 5 beta.
Yeah, but we're gonna like watch
and
a
movie.
I wouldn't
have
play
made
games.
you wear that.
Hey, it's okay. I've known her longer.
Just brought a bottle of whiskey round or something.
Right. Hey, we are drinking, so that's good.
Actually, this is bourbon.
Yeah, bourbon. I do bourbon.
Fake JD.
Fake JD.
Yeah, Little's bourbon. 6-year-old though.
Yeah,
still
but like it was weird. We were reminiscing this morning and found out that I knew her before she was 21, and I was like, "Holy fuck, we've known each other way too long." Because we worked at Subway together. But yeah. So anyway, enough about well, it's not enough about Stacy because I will be talking about her a little later in games. But hey, that's gonna be good. But let's get out of this opening that's gone fucking 5 minutes. And Dan,
yeah,
you're back from camping.
Yeah,
finally.
Yeah. Well, not quite. My tent is still at the campsite. True. I'm gonna go and get it tomorrow. Yeah, I've been away for, I guess it's about just over 3 weeks. I've been off and gallivanting. Well, not really gallivanting. Living in a tent 15 miles down the road. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I've had a lovely time. Surfing, mountain biking, drinking, lots of drinking,
Lots of
watching
drinking.
stuff. I absolutely love my projector. Watching Serenity 6 foot wide and Firefly, absolutely freaking awesome. Yeah, there's nothing like seeing Nathan Fillion's face like 4 times bigger than normal.
I just want to hug
Yeah,
it.
it was good fun. It's those ruggish good looks. Uh, but yeah, had a wonderful time camping and stuff. And then I went up to North Wales. A friend of mine was had to go to Bangor in North Wales to pick up some stuff from his brother at uni up there because he's only got a small car and couldn't fit it all in. So yeah, we drove up there, had a few nights out, went to a brilliant pub on the last night. Unfortunately, it was. Well, the name was really fucking racist.
Oh wait, that's right. That's the thing you told me about. What was it, last night or whatever?
Yeah, the pub it's 16th century, so it's quite a while back, being in the 21st now. Um, it's called the Black Boy Inn, which maybe not too bad, but then the logo is black guy. So yeah, that's not so good. We have someone watching you in your costume. I don't know who it is. Please, if you are watching, type in the chat and mock Gary.
I think it's Dan. I told him not to check, or I told him not to go on Twitch today.
So yeah,
You should actually hold on. Let me read you the text that he sent me today after I sent him this pictures. So I sent him the pictures. He goes, "What the Christ?" Then he says, "Dear freaking Lord to all that is holy, I need to take you out shooting it or something to earn you back some man points."
Yeah, your moobs are just turning into boobs as we speak.
I have a nice dragon chest, okay? Leave me alone. By the way, I'm calling this fucking podcast onesie.
Oh man.
It's all good.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been listening to a few podcasts and stuff, mainly the same old stuff. But there is a cool one about a killer doctor, and I think it's called Killer Doctor.
No, Doctor... Is it Dr. Death?
Just
I
gone.
think it's called Dr. Death.
I think your internet's just gone.
It better not have. I can hear you.
Okay, everything went wrong for a second, and it was just...
Oh, no, that happened to you too.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, it could have been your internet.
That happened earlier for you too. Maybe it has been. I don't know. But I think it's called Dr. Death.
Oh, that's it, Dr. Death. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find it on my podcast thing yet.
Oh, check it out. It's pretty good. Also, fantastic BBC series. It's really short. It's only like 6 episodes long. That was there's a TV show in the UK. It went for like 16 series. It's about a cold case unit who use forensics to figure out who done it. And this is set 15 years before the first series, so it's kind of how the team kind of got together and worked. It's really, really pretty good. Unfortunately, my phone's so shit that I can't pick it up now and have a look at it because it takes about 2 minutes to unlock the fucking thing. Yeah, my phone got run over. I don't know if I mentioned that last time I was on.
Yeah,
I got run over twice. My new phone, biggest part of shit ever. I've got 1 and a bit pages of apps, and most of them came pre-installed, and I can't delete them. And now I can't install any more apps. It's like, nah, no room.
God damn it. You need more than that well, you need that fucking house to get sold.
Oh, that has been sold. I'm just waiting for the paperwork to come from the solicitors with the breakdown of all the costs and what they spent and telling me how much I'm getting. And then I've got to sign off on that and send it back. And then eventually, next couple of weeks, maybe I'll have some money.
Sweet.
So, yeah. Kind of money that it's not a ridiculous amount of money, but at least I'll be able to buy a phone without feeling guilty.
Right.
a good phone without feeling guilty. So kind of looking forward to that.
Get that new
Today,
Samsung Note.
no, because there's a new Razer phone that's been confirmed. It's not been announced yet, but they've confirmed they're doing it. That could be quite fun. And also, there's the new Asus phone that's coming out soon. So
Oh,
I
really?
kind of want to wait until at least the Asus one's been
See what
tested
it
along
is.
with the Note 9, so I know which one's better in
Yeah.
real life. Basically, I kind of really like the Asus one, the Republica Gamers phone, because well, you can put an extra screen on it, and it basically has. They say it's water cooling, but it's more like vapor chambers that you get on a high-end graphics
I
card.
think you
So
showed that to me, didn't you?
yeah. I showed you a video of them at CES earlier this year, I think.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that could be really freaking interesting. So yeah, that and Up and Vanished. Obviously, I've been catching up with that. I've been listening to that for a while now, but yeah, I'm trying to use my phone for anything. It's a long time.
Yes.
So, what have you been up to this week?
I'm wearing a onesie. um, not much. Mostly work. I didn't do really any work around the house or anything. But I mean, fucking nap. Um, yeah. Just, I mean, today's been kind of chilling with Stacy, kind of thing. Um, I'm trying to think. I mean, mostly this week has kind of been a little bit of playing games, but I did watch. I kind of got hooked on it a couple days ago. I Am a Killer. Um, Weird. Like just the first episode, like the guy's like, just like this guy that killed this guy to get on death row, and then they're kind of explaining things. I'm like, God damn. And then it's like, you find out that this guy, his family's never been there or anything, and then like his cousin, I think it was, like gets in contact with him while he's on death row, and like he starts to change, and like they give him another interview like 9 days later, and like talking to him and stuff, and I guess they talked about his family and stuff, and like he had a kind of different attitude, but still he was like, you know, my life is done, da 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 da. Like he never had a chance because he was in jail since he was 17, and yeah. But it's really interesting seeing the stories of these people. It's like this person never really got the chance. They were still a kid when they were put in jail and never like brought up right at all or like had anything. So like that's the first guy. Then the second guy, I don't even know how this. He got put on death row for driving the vehicle for this guy that killed this other person and stuff.
So he was,
I
yeah,
can't remember what they called it.
yeah, but yeah, he basically gets the same kind of charge as the
Yeah, because he
as if he
was
was
like,
actually there because he's helping.
yeah, but like
As he probably also got sentenced for conspiracy to commit a crime. As
something like that. Yeah,
that
and it's
happens,
like
if there's
it's
more than
like,
one person, they're like,
yeah.
ah,
Well,
you've done this crime,
there
but
were
you've
four
obviously
people in the
conspired to do it.
car,
So,
but the guy
okay.
that killed and the guy that drove are the only two that got anything, which is weird.
I guess the two that were in the car had better lawyers.
I don't know. Like, it's just weird that the guy that drove the car like didn't know what was going on, and now like they're going back and forth and stuff, and yeah, you can't exactly trust him, but he looks like a trustworthy guy, but he's in jail, so you're just like, can't you really trust him? And then this third one that I watched was like this guy who this guy's girlfriend took drugs off of her husband while he was passed out or whatever, and she did like half the drugs, and like they were sharing drugs and stuff. And whenever the guy found out they took drugs, like he's like, "You're gonna go get me like my money back or whatever." So this guy forced him to go out. Well, this guy goes into a pawn shop, and like he accidentally kills this guy, and like they interview other people that were a part of this thing too, and like the guy found out like his story was actually cooperated like the same way, even by the guy that owned the pawn shop, because the district attorney said that he like just cold blooded just shot the guy in the face, and like the pawn shop owner's like no, like he was struggling with the gun and everything, so it's really interesting. I don't know, a lot of stuff's like really really interesting with it. I really enjoyed it. Like, I mean, I got hooked on it. Like, I just watched 3 episodes in a row for whatever reason. So, I'm gonna watch the rest of them. I'm very interested in it. Just finding out the life of killers, I guess.
Fair enough. I've downloaded the latest episode of Last Podcast on the Left. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm saving it for tonight. But I think it might have something to do with cannibalism. So, yay!
Yeah. Well, what was it called? The Donner? I don't remember. I just read it a little bit ago, too. But yeah, that one seems like it'll be interesting. They haven't talked about cannibalism in a while. But goddamn, the last one they did, what was her name?
She was. I don't know. It was almost like a wrestling name. It was 2 Ks, I think, in her name. She sounded like a wrestler, not a good one, not one with a nickname like The Rock or Triple H. It was just first and last name and Australian nut job. Basically, that's what.
Dude,
she
and
was.
looking at pictures of her, you're just like, what?
Our parents did it 7 times.
Oh my god! Like them. I got chills with how Marcus described how she like fucking skinned him and just hung him up on a hook. Oh my god, like I was disturbed by that shit. I was just like, god damn. And like, you know, them talking about the police officers that have never been right since. I'm just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, she was. I mean, to put it this way, if you guys haven't heard about this, the last couple of episodes, this woman, she was living the dream. Her dream in life was to work at the slaughterhouse because that's what her parents did.
It was like a whole community that like just everybody worked at the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, pretty much. It was the main employer in this small town, and she was like, "Yep, that's the dream. I'm gonna work in the slaughterhouse. I can't wait to watch those pigs die." And
just the talk of it, and like, you know, the actual butchering, and
I just cut their throats so I can see them die.
Yeah, and
she
like,
was
and like
she skinned her husband and put the skin up as like almost curtains. So yeah,
and she cooked his ass because her favorite like cut was a bit of rump. Yeah, just Jesus fucking Christ. And she fucking cooked him and fucking put his body out as a meal for his kids. Like, Jesus Christ. I was like,
she's like
a
Cartman.
fucking nut. Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. I did think about that. But yeah, I was just like freaked out. I was like, God damn, that's not right. But yeah, so you should.
But she loves it in prison. She loved it in prison. No one messed with her because she's a fucking psycho.
Right.
No one. She always had a room to herself. They couldn't put anyone in the room because she'd probably kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she was in love with her fucking knife set and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And
well,
like,
I understand that. Good knives are hard to find.
Hey, I have quite a few knives, so I like knives. I don't plan on skinning somebody. God damn, that woman. That is just fucking wrong. And like, just the guy, like them talking about the guy moving the thing because he thought it was just a curtain. He just pushes it out of the way.
Oh wait,
and then they see that it's his fucking it's his fucking skin just hanging there. Oh
it's
my
Dave.
god.
Oh, you're looking a bit thin there, mate.
And like the talk of all the blood because like literally completely bled out. And Jesus Christ, like. Yeah, she scares me.
Proper nut job.
Yeah, but that was a good story, but oh god.
Well, some people
or something. You froze again. I may have froze again for you. I don't know. Oh, there you go. You're back. Um, but two podcasts that I want to put out there is Up and Vanished that Jason Gallagher told me to listen to.
I told you
And
about that months ago.
yeah, you probably did, but he reminded me, so I finally got it. I have too many podcasts. Literally too many. And then Jason Johnson, Deflin 12, brought it up to me to look up Wolverine: The Long Night, which it was only coming to Stitcher, I think, originally, but they just put a trailer up that it's coming out on the 12th. So I can finally listen to that one. Because it was on my radar before.
I guess it would have been on Stitcher Premium rather than
something like that.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
Gary, can I get you to just stand up, walk backwards a bit from your desk, and give us a twirl?
I hate you, Dan.
This is a treat for the live watchers. Yeah. Oh, you don't have a tail. That's no good. You gotta have a tail, man.
How about that? You want Stacy to come in here? Stacy, you want to come show people your suit? No? Okay. She doesn't want to come in here.
Quite frankly, don't blame her. There's a dragon in there.
Yes, there's a dragon here. Watch out.
Don't dragons eat unicorns? I'm not going there.
Hey.
That was kind of a, hey, don't go then. Hey.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I think we can get into games now. I'm deeply embarrassed, and I hope that watcher came in after I did the...
No, they've been there.
Fuck. All right, Dan. Games you played stuff.
Yeah, the most recent game I've just played is make Gary embarrass himself. I had a great time with that. I think I've completed it. So
Victory achieved going in.
yeah. Other than that, of course, I've been playing the Battlefield 5 beta. I've really enjoyed it. I mean,
I have ears.
It looks, yeah, but no tail. You're not a proper fucking dragon.
I was disappointed with the no tail.
And there's no way there's enough surface area on those wings to lift you up.
I'm a fat dragon.
So yeah, Battlefield 5, absolutely fantastic. There are a few things I noticed which aren't so good. Explosions, the fireball you get with the explosion, significantly lower resolution texture than everything else in the game. It looks crap, and it plays at a lower frame rate as well. So it's really obvious if you're playing at like 60 FPS or above that the fire is a shit texture at about 30 frames per second. So yeah, that's a bit jarring. The music is fantastic. In fact, the whole aspect of the sound in that game is spot on. It's really, really great. It sounds right when you're firing a gun. You get loads of audio cues. You can hear people running up. Even with just stereo headphones, you can hear someone easily coming up.
I killed quite a few people. I was happy with it.
Yeah. It's so much fun to play. At the moment, there's two modes that I've played so far: Conquest and Grand Operations. Conquest, you've got 5 areas, and you've got to take them all, and hold them, and the other team's got to try and take them and hold them, and you know how Conquest works. So that's pretty cool. Grand Operations is generally pretty much like Conquest, but it's over different areas of the map and much longer. Still fun though, but yeah, absolutely loving it. The gunplay feels spot on. It looks absolutely beautiful, and yeah, I think I'm probably going to pick it up when it comes out. I'm not going to pre-order it because they don't need my money now, and going to find out, read reviews, find out if the single player is actually worth it, because I like single player.
Well, it actually has a single player, so
yeah. So there's that. I have a new game for my Switch, which I have 2 new games for my Switch. One I've played and one I haven't. So the first one I haven't played. Got to thank Switchman Dan. He was selling it because he didn't want it anymore. Cave Story. There. There we go. Cave Story Plus, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
definitive edition or something.
yeah, yeah. It actually came with a mini CD. Then you got the
Wow,
paper
literally a mini
thing for it.
CD. I haven't
Yeah,
seen one of those in years.
it's actually in my CD player. With the soundtrack. He'd bought it, didn't like it. He was selling it for 20 quid. Yeah, I'll have it.
How
So
much is it now?
that
Like
looking for.
40?
I haven't the foggiest. No, I don't think it's that much. I think it's like 30 something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, looking forward to playing that. And Mini Metro, picked that up. Basically, it's a really relaxing game where you basically connect points and add trains and keep the traffic flowing. Basically, I haven't played a huge amount of it, but it is really relaxing. The reason I haven't played a huge amount of it is because, well, I fell asleep because it was so fucking relaxing.
I'll tell you about a connecting points game. Oh yeah.
Other than that, bit more of Octopath Traveler. I've been in a tent, so not a huge opportunity to play any video games really. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But no, that's not pretty much it. That is it. So Gary, what have you been playing?
All right. Well, I will save the connecting points bit for a bit later. I'll go with Snake Pass because Stacy's playing that. Actually, actually, I think he's probably taking a nap now. I don't know. Yeah, she was playing that or is playing it. I don't know. I can't see her through a wall. But I was helping her kind of like, show her a couple things or whatever. And so that's about as much as I played of that. But she likes snakes, so I figured she loved that game, and she seems to enjoy it a lot. Let's see. I'm just going to say Monster Hunter World because I've been playing that with Stacy too every week. And yeah, so we've done more of that. I can't remember if it was this last week that before I can't remember if I podcasted before or after. I think I did. Anyway, Zerum helped us kill Kieran, which was great. And I can't remember if I mentioned it last week with Jason or not. Let's see. What else? Oh, Richie's playing experience, since we're keeping Stacy in this conversation. Yeah, so I did it a few times because I was setting up the board just perfect for her to use. And so I had the board set up, I have her get in, and like I keep my hand on her so she doesn't like fall over. So as she's going over this thing, and so like I have my hand on her back, keeping her in place or whatever, keep her from falling backwards or anything. And like she first time she did it, so she goes out, like I tell her, hit the button, okay, hit the button, da 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 da, and then go up to the top, and she's like, whoa. And so she steps on the board, and then she's like freaks out a little bit because you're stepping on a board that you're like looking, in the game at. But you're stepping.
Were you playing it with an actual plank?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, it's on the floor. I can't grab it. Yeah. So I had that, and like she's walking on it, and she's like freaking out. She's looking at it. She's like grabbing at me because she doesn't know what to do. And then the power goes out in the house, and her headset goes black, and she freaked out because she thought she died.
If you die in a VR game, you
die in real life. You get trapped there forever.
What if you're dreaming about playing a VR game and you die in the dream VR game?
Inception. But yeah, so that happened, and yeah, power's out for a couple hours. It finally came back on. Then my internet didn't want to work, so I forgot about talking about that. And then that just came on right before we started recording, basically.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't have come on after we started recording, would it?
Well, I'm saying, like, a little bit before we actually started. So yeah, we finally got the internet's back, which is good because they said 7:30 tonight, and it came on at like, I don't even remember now, 4:30, whatever.
Which may be why we're getting some connection issues. Why it looks like both of us have just gone.
Possibly, yeah. Um, Sorry for that. Can't help it. Yeah, they're probably still fucking doing things. But anyway, so, yeah, so I had her do that, and then she left, went home, did some stuff, then came back, and, we have more to do. Like, there's a lot of stuff I wanted to play. But I had her go back into it, and set it all back up again, made sure it was all right, and then she went on it, and then she fell off, and then, well, like, she walked off the edge, and then you're just like, and she's like, oh no, I died, and it's like, oh, I got, like, angelic music or whatever play, because it goes like, oh, but, yeah, and then you go back, and then I told her to hit 666 on the thing. I told her to hit 3 times, and I don't know if she realized until she hit it, and it changed, and she goes, 666, ah! And then I was like, oh yeah, there's spiders there. And then there's this big spider. And she doesn't freak out at the big spider because she's kind of a Ace Ventura person. She's very pet friendly. Then, so it goes up to the plank and then you have to walk out because there's a phone out there. You got to answer the phone. I can't remember what it says. But then this guy jumps down and like you can push him off. But then you turn around and there's another guy behind you sawing the board, and she goes back. She like backs into the elevator, thinking that she can get away from him cutting her down. But you still fall, and then it keeps going through all this stuff, and like this guy comes out, like you're sitting in a doctor's office, and this guy comes in with like a drill and like drills into your head and shit. And then, like, you get hit by a bus. Like, it just keeps throwing shit at you. And, like, I thought because I didn't have a hold of her, I thought, because she looked to the right and she saw the bus and she was like, boom! And I thought she was going down. Oh my god. And then they, like, bury you alive and shit. It's good. It's funny. I don't know. I don't think you like that much. But there's more horror things I'd like her to try out. But she also did like the little Iron Man thing where you're like a fireman.
Yeah,
flying on like Iron Man.
That looks fun.
Yeah, she liked that. She also, because she's an artist, I showed her that she could like draw things in 3D, in the Steam home area. I just found this out this morning, and so I told her about it, and she's like, I'm gonna make a penis. So that's my friend there. So yeah, she tried to make a penis. I tried to make a penis. It's not easy to make a 3D penis, I gotta say.
Start with a cylinder and just add on to it.
Well, it's the balls, I think, that are like, you gotta like, cause I'm thinking like draw small and then like go up and up and up and then like go around it, like mold it like a, why are we talking about penises like this? Anyway, but yeah, she made like a little horse drawing thing. She made like a spider. She made a snake, butterfly. She made a bunch of shit. I think she really liked it. I'm gonna have to get like an artist program for her to try out, that actually has like more depth to it.
I just got to say hi to Commander Root, Ironhander, and Slowcool, who
are you telling people to come in here and watch me?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Of course I am. You're wearing a fucking dragon onesie. Of course I'm telling people to watch it.
Is that what... I swear. Was there... You put that in fucking Discord, didn't you?
I put it in Discord, I put it on Facebook, I put it in Twitch.
God damn
Twitter.
Alright. Hi.
Yeah.
Everybody. Hi. I can't wait to talk to Ben maybe tomorrow. Anyway, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, so stuff. Let's see. Spider-Man. Need to talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man is fucking awesome. I had Stacy playing that, and she loved it. Just swinging around and shit. Combat's a little bit hard. Like, it feels harder than Batman combat, really. But it's the same kind of thing. But it's like how he does stuff. Got him. Yes, Ben. Got me. So, it's so fluid swinging around the city. Like, it's amazing. It's so much fun. You're swinging. You can, you hit X. You like pull yourself forward, and then you keep swinging around, going around buildings, fucking near the ground, up above everything. It's just so fucking cool. Love it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to adding it to the list of games I've got and never got around to completing.
Yes, it is so cool. I played it a lot last night. So it's got that Assassin's Creed thing where you got to go to these different points and it
You
clears
have to
an
go
area.
up a fucking radio tower at one point.
No.
No, you do.
Is there a radio tower?
Yep.
I can't
Yep,
remember
there
if
is a
there's actually
radio
a radio
tower
tower.
you have to climb up. It's
But
like,
there's
for
a
fuck's
lot
sake,
of
really?
Yeah, there's a lot of things like antennas on buildings and stuff that you have to go and hack all of them.
Yeah. I've
I
heard
did-
that there's a lot of busy work and not a huge amount of bosses, which is a shame because apparently the bosses, they're the best bit.
Yeah, well, so I went around and I did every single one of those because I have to do that. And like there's like little like you hear the CV or whatever the hell it is for the police and everything. So like it's like blah 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 is going on over here, and then like it shows up as like a red triangle, and you can go down there, beat up some thugs, and save somebody, whatever, and gain some experience and all that kind of stuff. But I went around, did all those, and then for whatever reason, he left 55 backpacks around the fucking city. And where a high school student gets goddamn backpacks, that many backpacks, just to keep everywhere. Anyway, but yeah, I picked up every single one of those. Because the good thing was, it was the only thing showing on the map. But I guess there is other stuff that you can collect a little bit later on. So that's literally all I did. And I was playing at like 4 o'clock in the morning and shit. Because, I don't know, I was just having so much fun swinging around. Like, it's so easy to swing around the city and beat up people and shit. And fuck Puddlegate, don't care. But yeah, so I have had a ton of fun with Spider-Man so far. So far what I played, I think it's awesome, worth it. I don't know. It looks fucking good. And I don't even have a PS4 Pro, so it looks good to me. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And then Scum, the last thing for, or no, it's not the last thing for me actually. Scum, played more of that, found out that their update wiped the server, which kind of sucks.
It's early access. That happens all the time when
Yeah,
there's an update.
I know.
A significant update, at least. And you did say it was a 13 gig update.
Yeah, it was fucking big. But I don't know what else. I don't know what they put in. I normally just let Rogue ramble on about what has actually happened. Why are 4 people watching this now? But yeah, so I know it's gonna happen. It kind of sucks that you gotta start over, but like I made my way last night back up to where we start, or the base we made was. So I made my way back up there, got everything as situated as I can because I have to go out and go get like a backpack again and all this other stuff. But I mean, I didn't expect this, but we got like American Dan, me, Rogue, and even Bored. I was surprised. Like, I was just like, wow, he got this. Okay. It's like, let's do it. So yeah, we went, I accidentally shot a gun off, got Rogue killed. I'm going to say he did it to himself.
We've got some compliments on your onesie.
Yes. Yes, we do.
It has no tail.
Yeah.
It's been docked.
I'm a tailless dragon. How dare it? Not gonna lie, I was going to bed and phone went off. Well, thank you for coming around to see my humiliated face.
It's a shame you weren't here for the twirl. You did a little twirl.
God damn it, there's 5 people now. Stop! Hate you, Dan. Apparently, I need to do something stupid to get people to watch your podcast. Oh, God. All right.
Greetings if you are in the chat. Feel free to type anything.
About my stupid pink-haired dragon.
Yeah.
Remember, it's all Stacy's fault.
Oh, of course, yeah, because,
she bought it.
You're not old enough to give consent, obviously. Oh, no, wait, you are, right? It's not going to work.
No, she forcibly dressed me in this thing. I wish. Anyway, let's see. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I got Rogue killed. That's great. It was an accident. I went to close the door and didn't know I had my gun out and shot. It was high AC. I don't know what AC is supposed to stand for. Keep telling yourself. I will. I guess that's enough about Scum. It's another survival game where you gotta do a lot of shit. Oh yeah. That's right, I should kill myself because I'm a monster hunter. Yes, I need... Well, oh yeah, that's where my toe went. I cut it off because I needed it for parts for my armor. This armor. Anyway. Last thing I need to talk about, it's a VR game. It's called Torn. And Torn is a really cool game. It's a puzzle game. You don't... Well, so you can choose how you want to move. Like, they give you a... what do I want to say? They give you, like, a... Well, I think they call it, like, comfortable, moderate, like, intense or whatever. I chose intense.
On that rating, where would you put your onesie? Comfortable, moderate, or intense?
It is very comfortable. I gotta say that. Doing this podcast is fucking intense. Dan, I hate you. Stop laughing. So I put the movement on intense, where you actually gotta use the controls and move around and shit. But like you move where you walk, so if you're walking straight and you look to the right, like you'll start walking to the right. But you get into this mansion. I don't even know why you're going there. She decides to go. You're still going, Dan. God damn it. So you can't take a serious dragon playing VR. Come on. I'm going to be playing VR in this thing. I should do super hot and stream myself in a onesie doing VR tonight. Did you cry? Jesus Christ. Anyway, this game's really interesting. It's a puzzle game. There's this little light ball thing that tells you where, what to do. I don't feel like this is helping out at all. I'll have to talk about while not wearing a onesie. I don't think we're going to finish this podcast tonight. Yeah, so you gotta do puzzles. I'm not that far into it. You get this thing that basically looks like the sonic screwdriver that you can move stuff around. It's like a gravity gun thing. Dude is fucking crying. Oh my god. Literally tears. Jesus. Oh my god.
I just can't say you seriously.
And Ben says 10 out of 10 would watch. Oh god. But I don't know. I can't. So we're just gonna stop on the games because they can't take it anymore. But Torn is good VR game. So far, I will let people know more later. At least it's not a mankini. There we go. I can turn it into one if you want. That's next week.
No, you're fine.
Maybe I'll put the head on my crotch next week. Maybe wear the wings on my nipples. All right. So, how about we get into some news, Dan?
Yeah,
Would you like to
let's
take
do
some
something
news?
serious. Dressed as a fucking dragon.
That's very
Okay.
serious. Okay, I feel like
Yeah.
cosplay Carrie. Okay, god damn it.
You gonna give us a whale squirt later?
No, I can't pull anything out in this thing. Can't even take a shit in this thing. I mean, I could shit in it.
Okay. Yeah, Warner Brothers. It's not often we get to say anything about Warner Brothers that's good. But they've recently had an interview with Polygon, and yeah, apparently there's this. Well, the parent company of Warner Brothers, Warner Media, um, they've become the first major company in the entertainment industry to adopt a broad-ranging diversity and inclusion policy. Um, so yeah, basically, they're kind of introducing this concept of an inclusion rider. Um, I think I don't know. Anyway, I probably should have read this before laughing my tits off.
Now we're
But
going for it.
basically, this new policy is going to cover all of their television, film, video games, and digital productions. And yeah, this policy is basically going to promote diversity within with the people they employ, the people that are in front of the camera and behind the camera. The goal is to make it this policy company wide. So yeah, basically, if you think of like a rock band with their rider saying got to have the right size slice of bread or only brown M&Ms or whatever, well, Hollywood actors will commonly put that into their contracts as well. And some people have had the idea of an equity rider, which basically, everyone, men and women, get paid the same. Hopefully, shrinking the pay check between male and female actors, because powerful actors can demand more diversity and inclusion in movies. They can also demand more money, and put their demand in writing. But this policy is going to actually basically have more, as I said, more diversity in front of and behind the camera, which is kind of cool. They started with negotiating a variation of a rider with into the production of Just Mercy, which stars Michael B. Jordan and Brie Larson. Jordan is a producer on the executive producer on the film, and he's also part of the creation of he partly created the policy. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This whole policy is basically it's going to we're going to see people getting paid a similar amount of money regardless of color, sex, gender, religious background, whatever. Basically trying to make it more fair. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and I thought it was about time we actually said something that wasn't saying Warner Brothers are a part of ourselves, which normally that's normal take on this, but yeah, they've actually done something pretty cool. So I think we need to kind of acknowledge the fact that that's what's happened.
Okay.
So yeah, well done, Warner Brothers.
You know what else is well done? Spider-Man. And other games, actually.
I was going to say Rogue Stakes, but yeah, Spider-Man.
Rogue Stakes. I get well done. Well, I don't know. He's enjoying the ones that I'm making. He did complain about the blood last week.
God damn, it's not fucking blood.
I know. It's
Doesn't he
red.
know that they bleed the animal? But
It's okay. He just thinks it is. Anyway, so basically a couple games, like not just Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, believe that's what it's called. God of War, and what was the other one? Games with um, what was it? Assist, like an assist mode to it. Like in Spider-Man, you can turn on, you can disable parallaxing. Uh, I don't know what the subtitle background thing would be. That would cause a big thing. But you can make big subtitles for people that have a hard time reading. You can actually have the
subtitle background can make it more contrasty so that people with poor vision can read it better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They actually have a QTE autocomplete, which I think Dan would like. You don't like QTEs, right?
QTEs fucking suck.
Yeah. So there you go. You can.
It's lazy game design.
Yeah, you can take the QTEs off. Change button taps to holds. Okay. I guess somebody can't really like press fast or something.
Yeah, you can have, so basically like you've been able to do on PC games for ages. You can generally set the key whether it's toggle it for on and off, or if you've got to hold it down. If you have issues holding down a button because you've got arthritis or whatever, or just that you find it physically hard to press buttons, you can have it so you can tap it and it stays on. Tap it again to release it.
Oh, cool. So. Okay. And then they have a HUD background, which is probably the same thing as the subtitles. But one cool thing is like the parallaxing is, it keeps the HUD in one place, so it's not like traveling around and messing with people or anything like that. Like they also have like saying here, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Like this is kind of cool, kind of insane. There's an overall difficulty. There's a combat difficulty. There's an exploration difficulty and a puzzle difficulty. I want to put the puzzles all the way fucking up. Huh. But yeah, that's like I love puzzles, so that would be awesome. Actually, let's just read this. So combat difficulty. Ammunition boxes are rare. Enemies have normal health and damage. Enemies have illuminated silhouettes. Now that's them putting it to hard. So that's the combat at normal. The exploration difficulty is hard. No white paint on critical path. That's cool. Like you would actually have to figure out where to go. So this is it on hard. Reduced saving grab timer. No survival instincts during exploration. Base camps are unlit. And then the puzzle difficulty, which they put on easy. I want to see what the hard says. I really do. It's Lara, right? Lara Croft?
Lara.
Lara, damn it. I keep forgetting. Lara gives direct hints on the next action to perform. Okay, so she wouldn't say anything probably on hard. Interactable objects are highlighted in survival instinct, so that wouldn't be objects necessary to progress. Highlighted in blue during survival instincts. Longer window of opportunity for time mechanics. Okay, so I kind of get where they'd be going with it in hard, but that was like for the easy. So I find that shit cool. That they just have this, different things. What's this game? Celeste has it with game speed, infinite stamina. You can turn it on or off. Air dashes, invincibility. That's kind of cool. And then God of War has the same thing with like subtitle backgrounds. Chiseled doors? I don't know. Just a couple different things, and then you can change the text size with that one and stuff. So like just games that are actually like have accessibility for people. And now that new Microsoft controller came out,
that was actually done in conjunction with one of the charities I raised money for, Special Effect.
Yes.
They helped in the designing of that. Really fantastic charity. But I've got a left-handed friend who always he loves console gaming, and he's always pissed off because they never have a southpaw control option for him. So it's even things like that can add to accessibility for people, make it easier for people to play. But yeah, I mean it's a start, and it's great that they've been putting, there's more and more accessibility options in video games, but it is just the start. We need more.
Yeah.
So
Everything
I
should
mean, we're
have,
getting
you
there,
know,
and it's good.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think all games should have something. Like
There was a
Nintendo's
woman
been
who
doing.
became the first quadriplegic to circumnavigate the world in a yacht recently. She controlled the yacht by sucking and blowing on different straws. Um,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, if
That
if you can
is.
if you can helm a yacht non-stop around the world, you should be able to play it. If we can figure out how someone can do that, then video games should be a hell of a lot easier. I mean, to make it accessible. I don't mean that games themselves should be easier. Um, it's like you got loads of people complaining about the thing in Mario Kart
The
Deluxe
assist thing.
uh, with the
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but it makes the car go around the track on its own, basically.
yeah, and also makes it hard to take a lot of the shortcuts if you're using it because
Well, you can't because it literally won't let you go off the course to
yeah,
actually do it.
but yeah, you're doing well, but keep going. That's basically what I'm saying. Good on you.
Nintendo always has something with, like, at least with their 3DS games lately, it's been, they give you, like, the invincible option where you can fly through the damn stage. So they do have, like, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think everything should have something to help out people that just make things accessible. It's always nice. But yeah, that's really it for that, Dan. So, what's next?
Yeah. Well, in China and other East Asian countries, apparently there's been a blight of bad eyesight plagues in Hong Kong, Singapore, and other areas. Myopia or nearsightedness is as high as 90% in young adults. It's not so bad in the States, where it's about a third of the population needs glasses, and probably about that over here. But the Chinese government, they're blaming video games. And they actually recently took video games to task. There's a state-run everything's pretty much state-run, is China. News agency said that the vision health of our country's young people has always been of great concern. They've taken this kind of extreme stance when it comes to video games and how they're saying that these are causing people to be short-sighted.
It's not video games. My parents told me not to sit close to the TV, and I'm still not wearing glasses.
Well, that's the thing. There is no direct correlation or even a clear relationship between playing video games and screen time and developing nearsightedness. In fact, the worldwide scientific literature only has a, no pun intended, fuzzy picture of what causes myopia.
About my skin.
Myopia.
Very fuzzy.
There are so many different things that can change it. Diet. Let's say you don't have enough beta carotene in your diet. You're not going to see well at night. You're going to get night blindness. The big thing is going to be your DNA. If your parents wear glasses, you're more likely to have to wear glasses. And guess what? My dad wore glasses because he was really short-sighted. Oh, look, so do I. My mum's really long-sighted. So some eye doctors have looked at activities and lumped them together under the term called near work. With basically, they're thinking that any prolonged focus on something close up, reading, checking phones, studying, and watching TVs close up, or using a PC monitor. They think that might be involved as they've observed higher rates of myopia in college students and post-literate societies and things like that. And also people who, in one study, people who use microscopes a lot. But yeah, there might be a loose connection with near-work activities and nearsightedness, but no one really understands this. So for China to be going, it's video games, yeah, definitely video games. Well, oh no, it's not.
I'd just like to say, somebody actually, did you ask the quest last week on Twitter? Somebody answered it on Twitter.
I don't think I did.
Huh. Well, we'll read it out because we don't have anything anyway. So, yeah, we'll do that. Keep going.
So yeah, basically, there might be a loose correlation between doing stuff up close, but China, hold back. Stop it. Maybe, I mean, the American Academy of ophthalmologists even, recommends people rest their eyes every so often by gazing at something other than screens. I don't know, like some strange guy in a dragon onesie. They have this 20-20-20 rule. So every
I will
20
put
minutes,
out a
look at something
poster
20
of
feet.
me.
Yeah. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So, like, if you finish a level or finish a chapter of a book, look out the window. Oh, and don't forget to blink. Blinking's helpful. Stops your eyes drying out. And
That's
yeah,
so old
if you want to really feel better and less stressed, I've found living in a tent for 3 weeks was pretty cool. I barely used my screen at all. I was just, going out doing stuff. But yeah, you do you. If you just want to play video games, fuck it, just play video games. There's no definite link. There might be, maybe. But
I mean, it's not
yeah,
video.
basically,
It's just looking at a screen all day. I mean,
yeah, no, it's just looking at stuff close to your eyes.
yeah, right.
Yeah, look away, look up, or just always take the chance to look up.
God, that just reminded me of, damn it, of a series of unfortunate events. Because in the theme song for it, it's like, look away, look away.
Okay, what's next, Gary?
It's gonna be in my fucking head all night now. Thank you. God damn it. I have no idea. This museum, I guess. Yeah. It's
Oh no, the
partially on
V&A.
Nintendo. Yeah.
So why have I
the
got Nintendo and you've got the British
because I just took
and
one after
European
the other.
articles?
I don't know. You want me to take that one?
No, it's all right.
Because
The V&A is the Victoria and Albert Museum in London.
Yeah, they're adding Splatoon and The Last of Us to it. I was reading it. I don't really understand.
Basically, there's a video game exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. It's a really big museum gallery, and yeah, they've got this video games exhibition going on there, which sounds pretty cool. And I wish I knew about it before now, because probably would have gone up this weekend, to be honest. So yeah, you can do stuff there.
They're saying like the show on Friday. They're gonna have one of the most important design disciplines of our time, and their director Henry Cole said, "Contemporary video games are striking, innovative, uniquely creative, and commercially successful, making a huge social and cultural impact across the globe." That's like the Smithsonian adding games in, that was a cool thing.
Well, this is instead of just adding it to them and just being there all the time. This is a whole exhibition on video games.
So they're having like, I don't know if they're saying, well, in here they're talking about like, actually it's right here. One common complaint about video games is that they're too violent. But this Folston person says there are wider issues that will be explored in the show. So I guess they're going to show, because like if you're going from Splatoon where you're shooting and killing or blowing up squid people with paint guns basically, to The Last of Us where you're fucking like strangling a guy to death or stabbing him, or like the trailer we saw for the new one, that one's going to be great. Some really good violence. But yeah, so like I guess they're gonna go. Now I don't know if what exactly all they're gonna have. Like they say here that they're gonna have Westeros from Game of Thrones and Minecraft, which I want that scene. I want to fucking see that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think Journey's going to be there as well. And
Yeah, they have a
yeah,
picture.
basically they're exploring games from the mid 2000s that have been transformed by tech advancements such
Hmm.
as broadband and
Which there's
social
been
media
a
and stuff.
lot of advancement since 2000.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
insane.
So yeah, it sounds really cool. I'd love to go. One of the games that's going to be on is Phone Story, which players control aspects of mobile phone production, including babies mining coltan in the Congo whilst being watched by armed soldiers, which was banned from the App Store.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's nice.
Some of the games are going to be playable by visitors, including How Do You Do It, which basically puts players in the role of a curious 11-year-old exploring the idea of sex. The character uses plastic dolls to allow the audience to understand the discovery of sexuality from the perception of a young girl.
I want to do that
Uh,
game.
I think I remember Jim Sterling possibly doing something about that.
Wow.
But yeah, there's also a cracking game that was at EGX a couple of years ago, Line Wobbler, which yeah, basically you've got this net light, this rope light, and you control it with a dial, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So
I
yeah,
think I
there's going to
remember seeing
be
that.
there's going to be a load of other games that haven't been announced, and there's also going to be a DIY arcade space at the end of the exhibition, which would be pretty cool. So if you're in London when it's happening, I can't remember what the date is. Um, just Google
September
V&A
24th.
Museum video games September.
Oh
Okay,
wait,
September
no, I'm
24th.
sorry. The 8th of September, because you guys put it fucking backwards.
Okay, well
To the
that's
24th
today.
of February.
Okay, so it's going to be there for a while. If you get the chance, if you're up in London, go check it out. Take some photos. Let us know what you think about it. Hell, come on the show. Tell us what you experienced. That would be cool. Um,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Next up, Nintendo. It feels weird. I don't normally talk about Nintendo. That's normally Gary's job. So yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay, so in July, we've got figures, sales figures for this year's
They beat
July,
GTA 5.
and yeah, Nintendo's done really well.
Nothing ever beats GTA 5. Ever.
The uh, the best-selling video game in June was Mario Tennis Aces, which kind of surprised about because tennis. And the best-selling game of July was the awesome, fantastic, brilliant. Go play it. If you don't have it, go buy it. If you don't have a Switch, then I don't know, beg, borrow, or buy one. Don't
Don't
steal it.
steal.
That's not cool. Octopath Traveler. In fact, they've held 5 of the top 10 spots for all of July, which is pretty cool. Total video game hardware sales in July were up 19% from last year at $217 million, and software actually down from last year at a paltry $246 million. Still quite a big industry, isn't it? But accessories and game cards and fake money, that's gone up almost 50% from last year at 286 million. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And Nintendo have been taking a big chunk out of this. To give you an idea, no, just go away, Forbes. To give you an idea, the best 20 selling games of July: Octopath Traveler, GTA 5, still there. God knows how. Mario Kart 8, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, Legends of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Far Cry 5, Super Mario Odyssey, The Crew, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Mario Tennis Aces, FIFA 18, Lego Incredibles, God of War 2018, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, NBA 2K18, Call of Duty World War II, Detroit Become Human, MLB 18, The Show, and Minecraft and Destiny 2. So yeah, in the top 10, 5 of those are Nintendo, and
I want to
Octopath
talk about.
Traveler, Mario Kart 8, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are all in the top 5.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, yeah, I mean, GTA 5 is. How are people just rebuying it because they've been banned, or.
I don't know. I could be. I mean, like Rogue just gave the Russian hackers his thing. He's like, I'm not even gonna try again.
Mm.
I don't know. But I
Um,
want to talk about hardware too. Like the Switch is up to 19.5 million, and which it's overtaken the Vita. So
yeah,
Vita's dead.
yeah. Um,
And this is just I can't believe it. Like, is this far ahead? But like Xbox One is at 38.4 million, and the PS4 is at 81.7 million units. That is over
oh,
double.
there's no denying that the video game industry has a lot of money, and also that Microsoft haven't really won it this time round. I think
Yeah.
they got it with the Xbox 360, but the one, it's not going so well, is it?
Yeah, last generation, the Xbox One was at.
Ah,
Oh, no,
American
sorry,
Dan
the
is
Xbox
watching
360.
on YouTube, and he wants to know what in the Antichrist shitting in a barrel is going on here. What's going on here is we're talking about video games, doing our podcast, and Gary is dressed as a furry dragon. That's what's going on here.
Yes. So
So
actually, the
yeah,
PS3 outsold the Xbox One or Xbox 360 in the end by a little over a million. So damn.
yeah, but I think I still think it went better for them. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely like by the end the
It was
PS3
definitely
caught up.
considered the winner of
Oh yeah,
that console war.
yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
they didn't tell you to get a second job to get their console either.
well, yeah, that was kind of helpful. And I think Microsoft's problem this year was, oh, if you don't have internet, don't buy the console this generation. They basically said if you don't have the internet, don't just stick with the 360.
Well, that was
And there
what
was
his
that whole
name.
thing about it coming bundled with Connect
Yeah, and then they got
and
rid of
game
that,
sharing, and they just really
and now Connect's
missed the
dead.
yeah yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well, the last bit of news is something to do with
No.
Europe. So obviously, Gary in America is going to take this.
Yeah. I just chose the second one in and then chose after that because I didn't feel like switching around today. We're in a hurry. I have a female over here that I think fell asleep. That I'm trying to play games and we'll maybe watch a movie tonight. And hopefully get out of this onesie. It's fucking hot. Oh, leave me alone. Oh yeah, and get drunk. We're getting drunk. That's the thing. Yeah. Too bad for that one listener that really doesn't like us drunk. All right. So, last piece of news is about the Peggy warning. For people in America, if you watch a British video or trailer for a video game, it goes Peggy whatever. And I like that voice guy that does it. I don't know.
Peggy
Like
18.
yeah, I love that. I don't know why. But yeah, so this is coming out, which it should be in America too, but it's probably not because we're fucking horrible people. They are putting a Peggy rating on microtransactions.
Yeah, there's something I should probably point out. If I don't know if you get them in the States, but on the back of every game that's been released, I don't have anything that's actually got it on. For some reason, that Switch game doesn't have. Probably because it doesn't have anything to warn about.
Mine has T for teen on Monster Hunter. But you're talking about the blood, crude humor, mild suggestive themes, and violence? That thing?
Yeah, each one's got their own little Peggy icon. The games I have to say.
Find it, Dan. But yeah, like it says in here, what he's
talking
talking
about. A physical game for so freaking
long. But yeah, they also have like the warning for featuring sex, drugs, language, gambling, depictions of stereotypes,
rock and roll.
Like yeah, likely to encourage hatred, or themes likely to generate fear.
Oh wait, yeah. There's a Peggy, a couple of icons there for Overwatch. I don't know if you can see them, Gary.
No, it's a little hard. But
so you've got a fist for violence
okay, yeah,
and the
fist.
number 12 for how old you need to be before you buy it. So
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
we've got a whole new little icon coming out,
Yeah, it's a
which
fist with
basically,
a credit card in it.
yeah, because you've got to spend money.
Yeah. Well, you can spend money. Um, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically the article. But they're saying making
That's
parents aware of the existence of optional in-game purchases upfront is an important first
first time
step.
I've opened this.
Ew.
Didn't know that. Did that on my box.
Nice. This was said by Simon Little, managing director of Peggy. Um, yeah, and Peggy was established in 2003. Um,
Yeah. So basically, if you for the hard of thinking, if a game's got microtransactions in it, there'll be a little fist with money in it. Going, "Ugh." Yeah, basically.
because that explains it much better than like where I
She's
can
got a
actually
credit
read
card in it.
them. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, if it would just say, has microtransactions, like that would work.
Well, I think it's more that most parents probably don't know what the fuck microtransactions are. You know,
And
there are a
spend
lot of
money in
parents
game.
out there that actually a lot of them are my age or and a bit older, and most of them are just like, I haven't played video games for years, mate. What the fuck's a microtransaction? I don't know.
Yeah, I hear people
Um,
talk about like they don't play video games, like or have ever played a video game and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Of course, most of them are probably lying because I'm sure they played a phone game in their life.
yeah, so this new in-game purchase descriptor and icon is going to apply to all games that offer players the option to purchase digital items with real money. We're going to start seeing it towards the end of this year in time for Christmas. And yeah, hopefully, hopefully people actually, no one, it really pisses me off when parents like little Johnny who's 5 wants to get GTA 5 and it's like, do you not understand what 18 means?
Right? He'll be
Drug use,
fine.
sex, violence, nudity. Did you not understand those words? Sometimes I think there should be some kind of test people should take to see if they're actually intelligent enough to raise a child. Um,
What
that's
does
just
this
me.
mean? Fail.
Yeah. No, it actually means that we're going to give you a vasectomy, sir. You're too stupid to procreate.
Dragged in the fucking back and cut his dick. Yeah, there we go.
No, sir, you're going to be singing high for the rest of your life.
Nice. Um,
Actually, you have to do that before the voice breaks because it's got a lot to do with testosterone. So you've got to remove the balls at an early age, and then the voice doesn't drop.
Thank
Apparently,
you, Dan. I
not
will
that I
make sure to
do anything about
do that to my child because I always want him to sound like this all day long.
that. Yeah,
Hi,
always wanted a
everybody.
castrato.
Yeah,
That's the
because I
singing
want my kid to have that
thing.
annoying voice for the rest of his life.
Heidi-ho. Do you think that's what happened to PewDiePie?
I don't fucking know.
Hmm.
All right.
Felix, do you still have your dangleberries? Just wondering. Not saying you don't. Can't sue me. Just wondering. Just
All right. That's news. Let's get out of here. It'll be about an hour and a half podcast. All right. Like I said, somebody actually did put up on Twitter the quest that we had last week asking about if you're going to get Call of Duty. And I would like to say, if they are a listener, I would like to actually bring that up.
we also had people in um, Discord answering it as well.
Well, we did that last week. But this person put it up on. I forgot you weren't even here last week, so you wouldn't have actually put that up on Twitter. Anyway, Darren Hilton says, Call of Duty single player. I don't know what re-COD. I've bought Call of Duty every year since 2005-ish, except the 2016 release, and not played the campaign on any of them. I think games like COD are designed primarily with multiplayer in mind. The single player has been superfluous for years. So he doesn't care.
Well, yeah, that is that is that's an opinion. I
I like single players, so
I
I
don't
always
agree
like to
with
get
it.
into the
Yeah,
game with it.
yeah, I always like to play the single player in the Call of Duty games, and I'm kind of missing the fact that I won't be able to. But yeah, if you don't if you don't get on with if you don't like the single pass player part of it, and you never play them, then yeah, I can totally
I
understand if
guess
it's
the
not
other
going to bother
question would
you.
be, so you don't have a problem paying $60 for just playing multiplayer, I guess.
Yeah, which
Getting
feels
less
like
even though
half
you
of the
don't play
game.
it, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should try playing some of the single player parts. The narrative's quite good. Um,
Some of them, not all of them.
well, yeah, not all of them. The World War, basically anything that isn't futuristic has a fairly good story,
Right.
and then the futuristic stuff goes a little bit batshit crazy, to be honest.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
possible to go a little bit batshit. I mean, that's just crazy, isn't it? A little
right.
bit batshit crazy is probably, yeah,
Just crazy. Just
just
crazy
crazy.
enough to work. Um, all right. So let's see. That was the quest from last week again. I just want to get that out there from him because I didn't see it. Um, emails, none. Speakpipe, none. TGM checks. Dan, did you ask while we were recording or no? I
No,
think
I
that was
didn't.
just come
Um,
look at Gary be a fucking twat. Uh,
it's twats, not
twat,
twat.
whatever. We do. See, it's Laura, Laura for us and twat for. But you do. Never mind.
The
Anyway,
right way, because I'm
yeah,
English and that's the
yes,
language I'm speaking.
yeah. I always forget. Well, I hear so many people say it, twat instead of twat because that's how Americans say it. Anyway, so no TGM checks this week because, well, I couldn't fucking get onto my computer, even though I could have put it up on my phone. Didn't think about it.
And
Been kind of
I
busy
was
today.
I was driving around in a brand new car. When we picked it up, six
In a
miles.
brand
That's
new
as far as it had gone.
car.
It had been driven 6 miles when I picked it up.
Mine was 3, I think. I can't remember. Haha, beat you. Haha, gotcha. Yeah, so let's get into some shoutouts, Dan. Who do you want
Yeah.
to shout out?
Jason for filling in for me last week. Thank you very much, Mr. Teflon
Yay.
12.
Hopefully he's feeling better today.
Yeah. Get well soon, old chap. My mate Rory and his wife Christine. Congratulations on the whole marriage thing.
Yay, congratulations.
Uh,
Thank you
my
for giving
mate
Dan
James.
line.
My mate James, who I went up to Wales with, I had a great couple of days up there with him and his brother Paul. It was cool going up to North Wales. Really enjoyed it. So thank you very much for that. And who else? Ollie, Rich, Kev, and Chris for visiting me whilst I was camping. Thank you very much, guys. Had a blast with you guys. So yeah, that's all my shout outs. I normally don't have many, but this time I do.
I'm gonna go with Stacy for coming over, keeping me company. Yay! Good times. And for buying me this onesie. And for Dan for laughing. And all of you, damn it, for laughing. I'm glad I'm here to make you smile. Or just shake your head and go, wow. You're welcome. I am hot as fuck in this thing. In multiple ways. Alright, what for the week come, Dan? You, everywhere.
Yeah, I am going to be hardly down in everywhere that Gary pretty much mentions next on his long litany of different names and stuff.
Yep. Emerson89 is Xbox Live and Twitter. Emerson89 is Steam. Emerson1289 is Nintendo Network and Origin. And Emerson0289 is PSN and Twitch. Dan, tell people where they can find us.
Yeah, well, the first place to go to is our website where it's got links for everything I'm about to read out. So go to thegamesmen.com and you can see all the stuff we do there. If you're on Facebook, why don't you head over to facebook.com/thegamesmen and give us a like. If you want to hear your voice on the show, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can phone the RPG hotline at 412-267-RPG1. That's 412-267-7741. If you live outside the States, don't call that number. It'll cost you a lot of money. Just use SpeakPipe instead. Speakpipe.com/TGMRPG. If you want to email us anything, you can email us at thegamesmanrpg@gmail.com. And we have a Twitter account, which is at thegamesmanrpg. And we also have a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/thegamesmanrpg. A Twitch stream, which is twitch.tv/thegamesmanrpg. And of course, we're on Mixer as well, which is mixer.com/thegamesmanrpg. You can find our podcast on pretty much any freaking podcast directory.
Even Stitcher. Woo!
Yeah.
Sorry,
so Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes,
That's
whatever.
not what I meant. Spotify is what I meant.
Spotify, yeah, we're on that as well.
Google Play, Google Podcasts, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much anything you can get us. And if you've enjoyed the show, it would be really great if you could leave us a rating on whatever system it is you're using, because it makes it easier for other people to find us. And if you do follow us on Facebook or email us or the social media, say hi. We like it when people say hi.
I love when he says that. I really do.
Don't forget to check out vghub.net. There's a ton of great gaming content there, loads of podcasts and things like that. And last but not least, please go check out thegamesman.com/charity events, where you can sponsor Gary and I and help us out in raising money for sick children and disabled people that
And maybe if you give me enough
Change some
money,
lives.
I will do the entire Extra Life run in a fucking onesie. God, it's gonna be horrible playing VR like that. Fucking gonna die. Thank God it's in November. Or is it yeah, I think it's November again this year.
Yeah, it's the weekend of my mum's birthday again, so that'd be fun.
Yeah, your mom won't
I
come.
might have to do it the week afterwards.
No, do it with me. Alright, so that's gonna do it for episode 230 of the Gamesmen. On behalf of Harley Dan, I am Amherst, the hottest fuck dragon, Amherst89. And, yeah, I think I fucked this up. Anyway, we are the Gamesmen. Until next time, we ask...
What role will you play?
What dragon breath are you blowing?
I really need a wee.
Yeah, I could probably use some. Alright, so stop. I'm stopping the recording. Get a last laugh in. Go ahead. Ha, 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 ha. Done.